Well, hello, beautiful souls. So, tonight I decided to make a reading about just about ourselves. We're not asking about anybody else. Tonight we're going to talk about our strengths, which means yours. So, you're going to pick a pile. There's going to be 6 piles. It's going to be short readings just to see what are your strengths, what you should know about yourself you didn't know before. Um, if it doesn't resonate, you can right away pick another pile because either it resonates, either it's not. Because if you feel like this is about you, then you continue watching, okay? If not, just take another pile. Or you can pick several piles, or you can watch all of them because maybe you have all the strengths. I just want to, see. I want you to open something new to yourself today that you didn't know about yourself, or maybe you knew but you weren't sure. So let's make 6 piles. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, pile number 5, and pile number 6. Okay, so just pick intuitively which pile you like. Okay, I'll put extra cards on top. Okay, perfect. So now let's learn what are your strengths. Okay, so pile number 1. Okay, your strength I see right away is when you come to the situation where you stuck in something, like you cannot make a decision or something bothers you. When this happens and you in a hangman mode, suddenly the universe gives you some chance to turn everything around and start over. Like it's like sudden things happen, and sometimes you don't even know where is this coming from. How did this problem I thought has no solution whatsoever for at least for the moment, and suddenly something happens and that's it, boom, your problem is gone and you can start over. Like the universe helps you, God helps you in a way that in the worst moments when you feel there is no other way, there is no way out of it, something suddenly turns your way, the wheel turns your way, where you can start over or you can overcome the problem. So that's one of your strengths, pile number 1. I strongly feel it. You are this. If you believe in luck, you can just say you're lucky, because the fortune is is working on you. So you could feel that. You could feel it in a way that as long as you don't know how to solve something, something else comes up where it solves by itself, or you find such a solution where suddenly clicks to you, like, okay, that's my solution. You know what I mean? So if this resonates, then this is definitely your strength. Okay, and you should use it, and always believe that higher beings, God, they're always here to help you. It doesn't mean you don't have to do anything, even though sometimes you don't even have to do anything. Sometimes you just like hang in there and the problem solves itself, which is very rare. And some people even might think, why I have to go through something, struggle, and they just get it like that. So yes, this is your strength. Okay, pile number 2. What are your strengths? So here I see that here it comes, I would say, to love situation. It doesn't have to be, but here I feel more love situation. It's like you could have this tendency to suddenly fall in love, like, or you often fall in love, and then something happens, and somebody could break your heart, or like something's there that either it's a sudden falling in love, but eventually you somehow overcome it. Like those instability in love life, I feel like they happen often with you. It's like as long as you start thinking, oh, this is the love of my life, this is something serious, or like I'm so in love, suddenly something happens, but somehow it brings you, eventually you learn your lesson, and it brings you to even better place. So you're not stuck in this, you're not hanging in there for years, like thinking about the same person. It's like you always going through a transformation. You very often you learn your lesson, you move on, you learn your lesson, you move on. It doesn't mean it's gonna be like that forever, but this is one of your strengths, and you should appreciate it. Why? Because a lot of people, they getting stuck into a situation or in a love relationship, something, and they're stuck in there until like so many times the tower goes, and they never learn their lesson. You here, I feel, you overcome it. You become even more stable, you become even more knowledgeable, you learn on it. So every time it comes again, you already know things. Yeah, you learn fast, and you don't stay somewhere you shouldn't stay. If something's over, you getting over it easily. Okay, and this is one of your strengths, remember. Okay, pile number 3. What are your strengths? What you should know about yourself? Okay, here I feel the first thought I got, and that's my intuition. Okay, you actually could break people's hearts, but unintentionally. Um, you're not doing it on purpose, I feel. It's just you have this tendency to like get into some relationship where eventually the other person left brokenhearted. Um, but after it happens, they start thinking, they start learning that you were not here for, you were here for a reason in their life. They start thinking after whatever happened there, it wasn't just like they even some of them even think that you are something karmic to them because you brought some lesson into their life. So they actually learn through you. It could be you don't even have to have relationship with these people, but you can just instantly even talk to them, just like a talk, just maybe talking on social media, or like just at work or somewhere. You make them fall in love instantly, but maybe then you it's like, and then you like show when they start actually doing some moves towards you, you tell them, I'm sorry, that's not what I meant, or like we were just friends or something like that, and it breaks their heart that they didn't realize things, but while they were in conversation with you, they learn things from you. Though they stay with broken heart, they still learn things from you. So this is your strength. It could be weird that this is you, but it's unintentionally. But at the same time, after you, this person, uh, after they go through the transformation, usually after the 10th, everything comes from the beginning, um, where a person renew themselves. Okay, and you actually help them in some way. They might not understand that you help them to, you help them to start over with their life, but they do understand you were there for a reason, even if it's a short time, even if it's a one day. And this is your strength to help people through pain, which sounds very like weird maybe, but that's there is a thing. You might even have some spiritual powers, or like you could be even a medium, or like somebody who maybe an empath or something like that. I feel from pile number 3. Okay, pile number 4. What are your strengths? What you should know about yourself? Let's see. I would say all the piles have something in common here, but this time, pile number 4, your strength is when you get to the bottom, like when you get to the worst case scenario, it gives you even more power to go on. You don't stop. When something happens in your life, it could be financial, it could be in love, could be in anything, it could be health. The more you go down, the more power you gain afterwards to move forward. You do not stay in this 5 of Pentacles for long. It actually inspires you to get better, to get up, and with even more strength, even more love. It depends which in which context it is, like. But I feel like this 5 of Pentacles doesn't kill you. It's like what doesn't kill us make us stronger. That's your case. It could be in anything, and this is your strength. And sometimes you think, okay, this is the rock bottom, nothing worse can happen to me, right? And you get up, and then something even worse can happen, and then you're like, okay, but I still don't want to give up, this is one of those things you have. It doesn't mean it always happens to you, bad things, but whatever you've been through, you're gonna, during the road or your life, you will realize that the more you're going through, the more power you gain, the more smarter you get, the more wiser you get, and sometimes you're even proud of yourself. You're like maybe saying, wow, I look back and I see, like, how did I go through it all? Like, how did I pass this without being, dead by now? But no, you only getting better, stronger, even more beautiful, maybe outside and inside. And people could even feel this aura around you, like this glow around you, like, and they may even think, wow, this person been through so much. Why are they still like happy and achieving things in life? Or like people are wandering around, how can you be in your lows and still get up so easily and be in your highs, So that's your strength pile number 4. Very nice one, actually. Not everyone could do it. Okay, pile number 5. What are your strengths? What you should know about yourself? Okay, Pile number 5, your strength if in the thing that you know when to leave the situation. You know how to control the situation by leaving the situation. Like, if something's going on, and even if you know you're right, even if you know that justice is on your side, you're not gonna go crazy and fight to admit that you're right. You just gonna let it go, or completely go away from the situation or a person. It's like, even though it's so hard for you, sometimes even relationships, if you feel that something's going wrong, you're not gonna stay just to another time and another time, like to wait, oh, maybe something's gonna change. No, you know when it's time to leave. And it's very important, and this is your strength, because you're the magician. You have all the tools in your hands. You realize, you know that whatever's yours not gonna go anywhere. So if you meant to stay somewhere, you will stay. But if you decided to leave, you just gonna leave without overthinking. You know how to get out of a situation, or get away from a person, or even if it's just for some time. You're not gonna fight to death, like to make sure you are right and the other person understands something, because you see, you have a more bigger perspective. Like, you understand that you cannot, if person so sure that they're right, you cannot tell them that they're not. Like, you know that everyone has their own opinions, and that tell them the other way is gonna be just pointless. So whenever you feel this pointless to fight for something, even if it's very hard for you, you will still leave the situation or the person. You're not gonna fight for something is not there anymore, or even though it's gonna be very painful for you, and you know that later on something even better is coming your way, because you are the magician. You are in control. You know how to manipulate. Sometimes, I'm not saying in a bad way, but you do know how to manipulate people. You do know how to control your life in general. You are in control of your life, and that's your strength. Pile number 5. I really like it, actually. Okay, and pile number 6. What are your strengths? What you should know about yourself? Okay. Here I feel, first of all, your strength is in you being patient. But at the same time, when you need to cut something or someone, you will do it gratefully. You know your worth, and if something goes wrong, you're gonna cut this person out, or this situation. Doesn't have to be a person. But at the same time, when you know that there's need time will solve the problem, you will wait. Also, I feel a lot of strength comes from your angels, because look at this. I feel like higher beings help you a lot, even maybe your ancestors. They help you to go through something. They help you intuitively. They send you messages, maybe. They tell you, listen, right now it's time to wait. Right now, don't rush things. Or other time, they just say, listen, cut it. Get away from it. It's like they help you to be in control of the situation. So here, definitely, higher beings help you. You can even feel them around you. Yeah, and I feel the justice is on your side here. It's like you're the person who likes balance, So if something's not balanced, you will definitely balance it either by being patient with the situation or by cutting it off. So it is a good power actually too. Um, yeah, very balanced person here, and your strength isn't. Yeah, I feel like your angels, they really here. The higher beings, whatever you believe, whoever you believe in, they're really here to help you. And you sometimes you could even feel guided by them. You could feel guided. I feel. Wow, amazing. All the piles were just beautiful. Thank you guys. I hope you liked it. You learned something new about yourself, or maybe you just needed to hear it from someone that to confirm that you do have those powers. And have a nice day. Have a good evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.